Yes, guys, what's happening? Welcome back. Yeah, hopefully this is better. And yeah, we're here for the watch along. I know we're a little bit late, but better late than never. And yes, so back with the watch along. We're in. Please let me know, guys, if you're tuning in, what the if I'm lagging or not. It would be great to know. But we are back in the game. Okay, we're back in the game. England versus Wales, 0-0 at the moment. Let's have a look. What's happening? Let's have a look. But yeah, guys, let me know what's happening with the stream. Would be great to know, please. Yeah, looks like I'm all right here. So that's great. So yeah, good stuff, team. Good stuff. So yeah, we're 0-0 at the moment. England versus Wales, 20 minutes in. Obviously, yeah, please do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Had a few technical issues, but we're back up and running. Shame that I haven't got the graphics on, but I think that software was a little bit too powerful for my computer, which is why I was lagging so much. But hopefully next time I can get that sorted out, because it does look so much better with the graphics on the screen. It's a real shame that I couldn't really seem to get that to work. But yeah, we're back in the game, 20 minutes in. England, Wales, 0-0. England needing to win this game to top the group. Kyle Walker has just been fouled. So it'll be a free kick to England. Let's get a few polls going as well, guys. Let's get a few polls going. So yeah, guys, let me know on the poll whether you think it's going to be Wales, England, or a draw. Let's see how we get on with that. But yeah, free kick to England. John Stones is going to take it. So it's deep inside the England half. And England just knocking it around at the back at the moment, knowing that a win will see them top the group. But yeah, guys, get involved in that poll. Let me know what's going on. And yeah, looks like this is working much better than it was before. England on the attack, Kyle Walker on the ball now. Yeah, get involved, obviously, in the chat, in the comments. That would be really great, guys. And get involved, obviously, in the poll as well. Okay, England on the attack here. And that's Declan Rice. So England probing at the moment. Ball into the box. It's found Kyle Walker. It's just over. Just Henderson's miscontrolled that at the back post. Ball finds Declan Rice, edge of the box. He plays a great ball to Kyle Walker. Ball played across, cleared by the Welsh defence. But yeah, guys, get involved in the chat. Get involved with the poll. That'll be really good to see you get involved with that. And I just want to say a massive thank you as well, guys. We hit 2,000 subscribers overnight, so that's really great. Really pleased with that. Thanks for everyone that subscribed to the channel, watched the videos, got involved with the live streams, guested on the channel. Just all your support is really, really appreciated. And we're now heading towards the next milestone, 3,000. Hopefully that can be done before the season is out. So please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And Jordan Henderson has just been fouled on the far touch side. Free kick in a dangerous position for England. Maguire and Stones forward. This delivery needs to be spot on. So let's see what England can do with the delivery. Maguire and Stones are dangerous from set plays. Let's see what happens here. Ball into the box. It's just too long over the heads of everyone. Just too long. But yeah, we're in. Daniel, thanks for tuning in, mate. Appreciate it. I think that software, unfortunately, was just way too powerful for my computer, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, obviously wasn't working. But yeah, nothing too much happening at the moment. England 0, Wales 0. Working fine now. Yeah, I thought it would be. Yeah, it's that software at the moment that's not working. And it does look much better. It did look much better with the graphics on. No denying it, but unfortunately, I think my computer just can't seem to handle that. Can't seem to handle that program, which is annoying. So I will try and get that fixed. And see if we can get that for later watch longs, because it does look a lot better. It does look a lot better. Working fine now. So that's Kane looking for Rashford. He should have done, maybe could have done better there. Good chance of Rashford saved, obviously by Hennessy. A bit of a, not by Hennessy, sorry, by Jones or Ward even. And yeah, England 25 minutes in. Not too much happening at the moment. Nico Williams is down, receiving treatment in the Welsh penalty area. So bit of a pause in proceedings at the moment. Bit of a drinks break for the players. USA and Iran is currently goalless as well. So that's a plus for England, because if this were to be a draw and the other game were to end in a draw as well, England would top the group. So that does help. That does help England. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to see Foden getting some game time finally. Be interesting to see kind of how he does. You know, it's a big game for him, big opportunity for him, and it's obviously a chance for him to show kind of the world what he can do. But yeah, game is back under play now. We're doing well. We're back in action, and England are probing, looking to attack. Let's have a look what's going on at the moment then. Yeah, so big night for Foden, big opportunities for Marcus Rashford as well, off the back of a good season so far for Manchester United. But England just happy to kind of keep the ball there, probing. Maguire's on the ball now. Yeah, Grealish, I feel, should have started, to be honest. I think he's a bit unlucky not to. I think that Southgate's gone with Rashford for pace reasons. I think he feels that Rashford's pace can cause more harm to the Welsh defence than perhaps Grealish's skill set can. Or maybe he just sees Grealish as more of an impact player from the bench. But yeah, I think that he can feel a little bit hard done by not to be starting Jack Grealish. That's for sure. But yeah, let's see how this pans out. You know, over halfway through the first half, that's a poor bit of miscontrol from Foden. No, it's fine. It's all good. He collects the ball. England just building from the back at the moment. A steady start. And yeah, really need to kind of push on, but not kind of over-exert themselves going forward. Don't want to leave themselves open at the other end, kind of chasing a goal. But, you know, as long as the other game stays a draw, then the result of this game for England doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, we want to finish the group stage with a win, and we want to make sure that we do finish top of the group, because if we don't finish top, then it's a far more tricky tie against the Dutch rather than Senegal, which is also tough as well, but the Dutch would be much tougher. I think Wales are basically out anyway. Wales have to win 4-0 tonight to have any chance of going through. They've got to win by 4 clear goals. So I think it's unlikely that will happen. So yeah, I think, you know, England can feel pretty sure that they will qualify from this group, even if they were to lose 4-0. It just probably means they wouldn't come top, which is not ideal. Well, actually, England would be out if they lost 4-0. Sorry. Yeah, if England were to lose 4-0, they would be out. But yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But yeah, guys, please do get involved in the chat. Please do let me know your thoughts. Any questions you've got, whether it's Chelsea related, England related, World Cup related, or just anything football in general. Please do get those questions in, and please do get involved in the chat as well. Vote in the poll. And obviously, yeah, subscribe to the channel as well. I've got it pinned at the top. So yeah, please do that, team. Henderson there, the foul, free kick to Wales just inside the England half. England starting to show a little bit of frustration here. Yeah, foul from Henderson. Just pushes the Welsh player over. And that's a foul from Ramsey on Kane from earlier on. But yeah, guys, not too much going on in the game at the moment. So, as I said, please do, any questions you've got, get them in the chat. No Chelsea involvement in this game at all, actually, with Mason Mount and Raheem Sterling on the bench for this one. Stones down, holding his ankle there. Foul from Dan James. Another pause in play. Seems to be a little bit of a stop-start game at the moment, and that is a booking for Dan James. Half an hour in, Dan James has been booked. Yeah, a bit of probably a totting up process there as well. So a bit of a foul on Dan James, and he is in the books. He's gonna have to tread carefully for the rest of the game. It's a late one on Stones. He misses the ball, steps on his ankle, and that is a definite booking for Dan James there. So he's gonna have to tread carefully for the rest of this game. Doesn't want to get himself sent off. Can't afford to miss time any more tackles. No, Bell hasn't done anything yet. Daniel, correct? He was really isolated against Iran as well. I think it's tricky for Bell because if Wales don't get any service to him, then he's kind of just a passenger on the pitch and nothing really happens. But yeah, I don't know. This is steady from England so far in the opening half an hour. Not too much to write home about, but the important thing is that England's still in the game, and that's a really poor, slightly overhit pass there. But yeah, no, there's not an awful lot going on. But Wales would be glad to get to half an hour in and still be level in this game. I think England will be glad not to be losing as well, obviously. But it is interesting to see how this goes. And what we've got in the poll at the moment, we've got some people thinking draw something in an England win. No one obviously going for a Wales win, but yeah, guys, do get your votes in. But yeah, it's not great so far. Not great, but it's not awful either. But it would be nice to be ahead at the break if we could be. Oh, England on the attack here. Foden's got it in a dangerous area. Finds Walker. Rice. Back out to Foden. So Foden on the ball here. Yeah, so England's probing, looking to trying to find a way through. Declan Rice, I don't know if that's a cross or a shot or whatever it was. It was Maguire, sorry, it's gone out for a throw-in, whether that was a cross, shot, whatever it was. It's not done anything whatsoever. I don't know what that was. Maguire finding himself in the box, and it looks like he's gone for a shot, but it's gone miles out for a throw, and he's got it horribly wrong. And here we are. Fantastic. 15 minutes or so until the break. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So yeah, goal kick for Wales now. Yeah, Daniel, I agree. I would bring Jack Grealish on second half. There's him warming up with Trippier and Bukayo Saka there. There probably is some sort of perhaps. I don't think Southgate's the kind of guy to change things at half time unless things were going horribly wrong, and things aren't going horribly wrong at the moment at all. So it doesn't really make any sense to make any changes at the break. Grealish, I think, will definitely come off the bench. We've got Grealish, Saka. I'm not sure. There's Sterling's on the bench as well. Mason Mount's on the bench. There's loads and loads of England options if needed. So yeah, there's definitely lots of firepower we can call upon from the bench to change the way this game's going if we need to do so. But still currently goalless in this game, which England need to win to guarantee top spots in the group. But yeah, let's see how we go. And guys, let's get these likes up. Keep voting on the poll. Leave your thoughts in the chat as well. Let's see how this game pans out. But at the moment, all fairly even. Goalless so far. England could really do with a goal before the break. Working it into a good position here. Kyle Walker, ball into the box. It's headed clear. Yeah, USA and Iran still 0-0. So that's a plus for England. That if that game were to stay goalless or stay as a draw, then it wouldn't, in theory, matter if England drew this game because they would still top the group. Sorry. Phil Foden having a decent-ish game so far. Nothing to shout home about, but again, it's the same for everyone. It's kind of just been solid but unspectacular from England so far, and there's a Welsh player down receiving treatment here. Looks like it's Nico Williams. he was receiving treatment earlier. I'm not sure if that's going to be, if that's his night done, if he's down again. Is that going to be him off potentially? It very much looks like it could be. Yep, Wales have got a sub coming on. Looks like it's going to be League Two's AFC Wimbledon's Chris Gunter, I believe, could be coming on if I've identified that correctly. But yeah, Nico Williams is not going to be able to continue here. Yeah, the ball's just hit his head, and it looks like he's a bit dazed. Yeah. Well, actually, maybe he's going to continue. We've seen his concussion issues before. With the Iran goalkeeper in the England game, tried to carry on, and there was no way he could carry on, and then he came off. I don't think it's worth taking any risk with things like this. So, from a human perspective, from a Welsh perspective, the sub is being made, and I believe it's Neco Williams who is coming off, and it's going to be, I don't know who's going to be replacing him, but it looks like he's desperate to continue. But you've got to put the player's safety first, and if he's not right, he's going to have to come off. He's going to have to come off. He'll be gutted to come off, but it's the right thing to do. He needs to be subbed off here because he's taken a blow to the head, and looks like he's a little bit dazed. Sub is ready to come on, but nothing has really happened yet in terms of that. He's not actually come on yet. He's pleading to be allowed on. And I think that is Gunter still waiting. Is that Gunter? No, it's not. It's Roberts. Connor Roberts is waiting to come on. Sorry. Connor Roberts waiting to come on. He did start the game against Iran. And it looks like, the stat sub is now definitely going to take place. Neco Williams is off and Connor Roberts is on in his place to replace him. That's a big blow for Wales because Neco Williams is one of their better players. And that's a real shame. A real shame for him. A plus for England, though, because obviously he's a better player. So, yeah. But a big blow for the Welsh. But Neco Williams off. And Connor Roberts is on. So it's a change in the fullback position for Wales. Connor Roberts had a decent game against Iran. Got forward pretty well himself. What do I think of VAR in the World Cup so far? It's been okay, actually, to be fair. It's not been bad. It's been used much better than it has been in the Premier League. It's a long throw into the box from England. And, it's fallen. It's a foul. Yeah, no, it's been used much better than it has been in the Premier League. I think there was a few ropey decisions to start with in the first few games, but actually, I think VAR on the whole has been very good at the World Cup, and it has worked really well. So yeah, I think it's something the Premier League could definitely look at in implementing it in the way it's been implemented in this World Cup, and hopefully that will make things better because the Premier League seems to be the only league that has major issues with VAR pretty much every single weekend. No one else seems to have those problems. So I think it's a way in which we kind of implement it. So yeah, we do need to mix that up. See if we can implement that way of using the VAR. But England looking to break here. Ball with Phil Foden progressing well. Looking to come forward. He's got support on the overlaps. Played in Phil. That's a really nice play from England. It's back to Rashford. It's Rashford. Edge of the box, Foden. Oh, he's just fired it over. Phil Foden's just fired it over there. Really nice move from England there. And Foden's just sent it over the bar. But yeah, promising from England there. Nice move. Good footwork in the box from Rashford. And Foden turned and just shot just over the bar. I say just over the bar. It's actually quite a long way over the bar. But yeah, a good move from England there, nonetheless. And Foden getting in good positions. Just can't quite apply the finishing touches there. But yeah, that's better from England. The play's quicker. It's looking a lot better. And that was much nicer. That was much nicer from them. I think the US are now 1-up. Christian Pulisic has scored for the US. So that's now USA 1, Iran 0. And as things stand, USA would be on 5 points, as would England. But I think England would be top on goal difference. So, yeah, England would be top on goal difference at the moment as things stand. So England's still top in the group with this result. But the US are 1-up, I believe, through Christian Pulisic. If someone could confirm that in the chat, that would be great. But I'm pretty sure the US are 1-up at the moment, thanks to a goal from Christian Pulisic. England still looking for that breakthrough. Yep, Christian Pulisic with a goal, 1-0 to the US. Well, yeah, England should be one up, but what's this here? Rashford trying to overhead kick, comes off his shin, gets it a little bit wrong, and that's gone miles over. So Wales regrouping with a goal kick. 5 minutes until the break now. 5 minutes to the break plus added time. Still goalless here between Wales and England in Group B. Wales not really got into the game themselves too much. Been very quiet for Ramsey and Bale. Dan James hasn't really offered too much other than picking up a booking. And England have looked pretty solid defensively at the moment, just playing it out from the back, looking to break the lines, although that's a little bit sloppy there. Got to fix up a little bit there. And England on the break again. It's Foden. Foden bringing the ball forward. It's Kane. Kane out to Rashford. And it's blocked. That pullback is blocked. That was a nice move. Connor Roberts there blocking it. Rashford trying to go for that pullback. It was a nice break from England involving Foden, Rashford and Kane. Foden finding Kane, obviously playing it out to Rashford on that left-hand side. He tries to pull it back to Kane, but it's cut out by Connor Roberts, and it is a corner to England. Corner to England. Phil Foden over to take it. Yep, you're right, Daniel. Wales haven't done anything at all in this half. Let's see how we get on. Let's see. So corner about to come in again. This is a big opportunity for Maguire and Stones to get forward from the back. They're going to be looking dangerous here. Foden whips in the corner. It's in from Foden. It's gone really long. It's a terrible corner. Can England rescue it? They can. Let's play back into the box. No, that's really wasteful corner. Foden hit that too long and England just couldn't rescue it. But it could have gone. Has it gone back for another corner? Has that come off Ben Davies for another England corner? Henderson playing it in to Rashford. Yeah, that has. It's another England corner. Opposite side now. Whipped in. Headed clear by Wales. That's out for a throw. And will we see England implement that long throw again or not? Let's see what's happening here. So Kyle Walker with the throw-in. England looking for a breakthrough just before half-time, which would be ideal. It really would be ideal. Rashford on the ball again. All back at the centre-backs now. England playing it around at the back. It's gone all the way back to Jordan Pickford here. Yeah, England just getting along with their business quietly. Yeah, let's see what happens. As it stands, England are 3 goals clear of the US as it stands on goal difference. But England top on 5, US second on 5, Iran 3, Wales 2. With the results as they currently are, the weekend. So first round of 16 games, Daniel, are this weekend. So starting on Saturday will be the first round of fixtures. That's when they begin. So yeah, group phase will conclude on Friday, and last 16 games will be played on Saturday, and that will obviously be winners of A against runners up of B, and then winners of B against runners up of A. So I think it'll be Holland against the US first, as things stand, and then it will be followed by England, Senegal. Foden just can't quite connect with that cross to put it back into the box. And it's a goal kick. 3 minutes until half time. Still goalless, guys. The Welsh fans are in strong voice here. But as we stand, still goalless in this match. And the Wales will be definitely the happier of the two sides, that's for sure. They will be much happier with this than England will be. England desperately looking for probing for a goal here, probing for a breakthrough. Verging on 1.5 games of football since England last found the back of the net. Is that a concern or not? Potentially. But yeah, let's see. I mean, England got such good attacking quality on the pitch right now, on the bench. It would be criminal for them not to be able to find their way back into this. I mean, to find a way to score. Simply just don't understand it. There's been a few opportunities this half. That's Declan Rice spraying it out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's got Rashford in support. He's played a nice ball in. It's into the box, edge of the box. Rice was lining up a big shot there, but it got blocked by Shaw, got in his way. England got plenty of space. It's Rashford. Rashford beats his man. It's out for another England corner. England finishing with a bit of a flurry here. That's Jude Bellingham getting forward and Connor Roberts defending well. So that's another England corner. And as I said, England finishing with a flurry as we head into the last couple of minutes of the first half. Last minute of the first half, plus added time, which hasn't yet gone up on screen. Foden whips the corner in. And England, they can't find Maguire or Stones. It's nodded out of the Welsh box and they clear their lines. This is really frustrating from an England perspective. Come on, guys. Let's get this done. Come on. Need to find a way through here. And England quite happy. Wales seems to be quite happy for England. Yeah, I think I'm about a minute behind at the moment. But yeah, let's see how we're getting on. Added time is up. There are 5 minutes of added time in this first half. So another 5 minutes to be added on here, guys. Another 5 minutes. So can England get that breakthrough, or Wales for that matter? Can they get that breakthrough in first half added time? England have been in control, but it's not been a great first half. It's really not been a great first half at all. But hopefully things can improve. Maybe we can get a goal in this 5 minutes of added time. But Wales will certainly be the happier of the two sides, the fact that they're still goalless at the break. And that's a foul by Kyle Walker there. Looks like that's a foul on Dan James by Walker. Wales with a free kick, chance to get the ball forward and towards the box. They've played it back and it's now in possession with the centre-backs. So let's see what Wales can do here. Can they build an attack? Can they get an attempt on goal? Yeah, FA Cup draw is a joke. So annoying. City away again in the Cup. I don't know what the chances are of getting the same draw in the third round of the League Cup and the third round of the FA Cup. I imagine it's pretty slim, but it is what it is. On the plus side, we're probably going to go out. It means we can focus on finishing in the top 4. And it means that we don't have to have the problem of potentially losing 4 FA Cup finals in a row. At least that can't happen if we were to go out. But on the plus side, it's a good chance for a trophy if we were to go through. But yeah, it's probably the worst draw that we could have got, which is really annoying, basically, because the FA Cup is a great trophy. Chelsea's done really well with it over the last few years. Made 3 finals in a row, 4 of the last 5. England cut back and Wales clear again. Yes, it's disappointing, but it is what it is. We have to just take it now. We're going to play Man City twice in the space of 4 days in January in the league at home, and then we are going to play them obviously away in the cup 3 days later. So that's going to be a tough spell in January. Really tough spell. Also got Liverpool away as well. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one, to say the least. That's going to be a fun one. But yeah, it's behind for an England corner. Stones and Maguire forward from the back again. Can England get that breakthrough? 2 more minutes of the 5 additional minutes added on. Foden to whip in the corner. Foden, ball into the box from Foden. It's long again at the back stick. It's all looping header and saved by Ward. Stones with a looping header there. Yeah, easy for the keeper. Yeah, just can't keep that down. But yeah, it's not a bad effort from Stones. That was creeping in at the far post. So keeper's done well to claim that under pressure. Keeper's done well. Seems to be another stoppage in play here. Is that? No. Ampadu, another Chelsea player on loan, another Chelsea player involved in this game tonight. Just Stones and Ampadu's heads just connecting there as they went up for that header. But all is fine. And it's a Wales goal kick with a minute remaining of the 5 additional minutes which were added on. Yeah. Oh, bit of pushing there. Bit of pushing. Roberts with a throw near the England box, or is that gonna? Yeah, they're gonna have a talking to there. Him and Rashford. Bit of argy bargy going on. It is a Wales throw in. Connor Roberts on the ball. Is he going to launch a long throw here? Looks like he's winding up a long one. Let's see. Roberts with a long throw. Nope, he's gone short. Well, Wales are forward here. There's a shot. Ooh, opportunity for Wales, and it's curled over the bar by Joe Allen. But Wales with an opportunity there right at the end of the first half. It opened up for Allen, but he sent his shot quite a way over. It's a nice touch. Sets himself up. Tries to find that top corner. But yeah, the ball was always rising. And that is now half time. England 0, Wales 0. The US are winning 1-0 against Iran in the other group game. Not the most exciting of halves, but nonetheless, England goalless at the break against Wales. Nothing too much to shout home about. England have been in control, had the better opportunities, but the fact of the matter is this game does remain goalless. So a big second half needed for Gareth Southgate and the boys. Half time now. Guys, I'm just going to go and get some food quickly. I'll be back for the second half. So make sure you come back and join me in 15 minutes. I'll catch you then, guys. Right, guys, we are back. Halftime sub for Wales. Gareth Bale is come off. That's a big plus for England. That must be fitness related. There's no way that Bale's come off for footballing reasons. From a Welsh perspective, he must be injured. That again is a massive, massive plus for England. There, Gareth Bale, one of the main threats, is off at half time. That's a big plus. Big plus. England have really got to kind of step it up a gear now. No changes from them. But yeah, you would expect a lot more from England in this second half. And the second half is now underway. Keep smashing the likes on the stream, guys. Keep getting involved in the chat. We'd really appreciate it as always. And the second half is underway. So yeah, people, let's make it interactive. Let's get involved. Put your thoughts in the chat. Any questions about anything, whether it's Chelsea related, World Cup, England, whatever it is, put those comments in the chat. Vote on the poll. And yeah, let's make this a bit interactive, people. Get involved. Bale off. Looks like he's got a little protein shake on the bench. He must be injured, as I said. If anyone could provide an update on the Gareth Bale situation, that would be great. But yeah, England needing a much, much better second half here. Much better second half needed. England going with a 4-2-3-1 in the second half. Shaw, Maguire, Stones and Walker at the back. Foden, Rice, Bellingham, Henderson, Rashford, and then Kane up top. Kane still gets a score in this World Cup. England now 1.5 matches without a goal. Haven't scored since the opening game against Iran. I don't think it's too much cause for concern yet. But if this were to finish goalless again, you would have to ask about the attacking situation. Oh, and that is a free kick for England on the edge of their own box with a foul by Johnson on Luke Shaw. But England definitely they need to step this up big time. Got to step it up again. It's not been terrible, but it's not been great either. If we're being totally honest with ourselves here. But yeah, guys, let's keep it going. England just knocking it around at the back at the moment. The US are still 1-0 up against Iran. So providing they don't score any more goals, England will top the group on goal difference from the US as things stand. Bellingham on the ball. I think he's had a slightly better... England have been better on the whole than they were against the US, but not that much better. They've dominated this game rather than being dominated, but still yet to find that breakthrough, which is going to be really, really crucial, because I think once one comes, we could get a few more, but it's just getting that first one. Kyle Walker plays it back to John Stones across to Maguire. England spreading the play. It's now found its way out. Maguire bringing the ball forward out to Luke Shaw now. England probing, trying to build something up. Phil Foden. That's a great run from Foden. Oh, and he just can't get the ball off quick enough. Although he has won a free kick on the edge of the box in a promising position. That was really good play from Foden there, picking the ball up direct, running at those Welsh defenders. And he has been fouled on the edge of the box by... Yeah, Phil Foden fouled there. So that is going to be a free kick, it looks like, for England. So again, it's going to be another good opportunity for England to get a ball into the box. This is going to be... Someone's going to take this on. So Welsh keeper just lining up the wall, getting it where he wants it. Free kick in a dangerous position, edge of the box. Luke Shaw could be one of the players in contention to take this. Marcus Rashford looks like he's over the ball, as does Jordan Henderson. It looks like it's going to be Rashford. Looks like Rashford looking for his second goal at the World Cup. It's Marcus Rashford. Oh my God, what a free kick. Rashford, unbelievable. What a strike. 1-0 England. Rashford has smashed that free kick, top bins, over the wall. That is a great goal for England. 1-0 to England. Marcus Rashford with a phenomenal free kick there. Get in. That's 1-0 England. Rashford, unbelievable strike. Let's get another look at that one. It's a sensational free kick from Marcus Rashford. And England deservedly lead 1-0. Wales will be really disappointed with that one, but it is 1-0 to England. Great strike from Marcus Rashford, and he'll be delighted with that one. Absolutely delighted. It's a great strike, and that's now 2 goals for the World Cup for Marcus Rashford. Oh, look at this free. Oh, it's a great free kick. It's perfect. It's up over the wall. Keeper, no chance. What a strike. Great goal. Great goal. Oh, the angle's so good, isn't it, on that one? What a strike. 1-0 England. Could watch that all day. Could watch that all day. What a strike. England on the attack again here. Ball across the box is fast. It's another goal. That's Phil Foden? Foden, and it's 2-0 England already. Jesus Christ, how has that happened? In a space of a couple of minutes, England have gone from goalless to 2 goals up now. Luke Shaw with the ball across the box, and Foden's there at the far post to tuck it home. An unbelievable 2 minutes there for England. 2 goals. Rashford's free kick, very quickly followed by literally the next attack, and Foden has scored. 2-0 England, and that is game, set, and match, and that's top spot in the group, and that will be a game against Senegal in the last 16. But that's nice work from England there. I think that's Luke Shaw with the assist. Really sloppy play from Wales, trying to come out from the back. That's Connor Roberts. It's played across the goal, and Foden is there to tap it in. Really shit play from Ben Davies there. Awful. Dispossessed by Rashford. Ball's picked up by Kane. Kane with a great ball across the middle there, across the box, and Foden arriving at the far post to put it home. England 2-0. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes. And Foden, really important for him to get on the score sheet. Fantastic for him. And let's see how many England can get here. But Wales, like they did against Iran, have kind of imploded in a matter of minutes in the second half. Obviously, a lot earlier in this game than in the other game. But yeah, that's more like it from England. A bit of a tepid first half, but now they've come out all guns blazing. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes, and that has completely changed the game. And this is now an opportunity, I think, for some players to get a rest. So I'd be looking to take Kane off in the next 5 minutes or so. Just before the hour mark, let's get him on. Yeah, Wales are finished now. Wales are done. They're on the plane home. See you later. Thanks for coming. But England 2-0 up now. England will top the group, so that will mean a game against Senegal in the last 16. England versus Senegal. But that will be coming up on the weekend, I believe. So, but there's still football to be played. Still 35 minutes or so. A lot can change in football. I wouldn't expect Wales to come back into this game, but you just never know. And that's well defended by Harry Maguire there. And England will be looking to keep a clean sheet. Ramsey on the ball at the moment. Wales trying to build something, but they've really shot themselves in the foot here. Really poor play from Ben Davies. They were trying to play it out from the back. They were messing about with it. Get dispossessed in a dangerous area. Rashford plays it to Kane. Kane across the box, and Foden to obviously slot in at the back post. And Wales have unfortunately shot themselves in the foot. And they've only got themselves to blame here. The US are still 1 up against Iran. So as it stands, England and the US will be going through from this group. What have we got going on here? Wales coming forwards. Ramsey with the ball into the box, looking for Johnson. It's not great. Dan James has picked it up. Ball into the box from James. Ooh. Don't know if it's a cross or a shot from Dan James there, but he's forced Pickford. It's definitely a shot. Pickford, I think, has just tipped that round the far post. Has he got a touch to that? Yeah, I think he has. So that looks like it's going to be out for a Welsh corner. I think that's a fingertip save from Pickford. Or maybe I've completely got that wrong and it's not. No, it's out for a goal kick. Didn't quite hit him in the end. Yeah, and I'm about 15 seconds behind. But yeah, 2-0 England. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes. And the game has completely changed. And now that's England in a driving seat. Looks like it's going to be job done. And it's just mad. Football can change so quickly, can't it? I mean, you just look at that first half and think you're a bit disappointed that England haven't scored. And then suddenly, deflected there. Pickford, and that's out for a corner. Geez, that was almost one back for Wales there. Almost one back for Wales. It's a shot, it's deflected, and Pickford is almost... Luckily, he hadn't gone too far the other way. But that's deflected off Maguire. And if Pickford had committed himself a little bit more, could have been struggling there, could have been an own goal. Easily could have been an own goal. But yeah, it's a corner for Wales here. Ball whipped into the box from the Welsh. No, it's cleared by an England head. Yep, Dan, I would start Foden 100% in the last 16. You like for me, like you've got to play your best players, and Foden is England's most talented player, is his most gifted player, and there has to be a way to fit him into this team. So for me, I'll be playing Foden for sure. It looks like we've got a raft of changes on their way. Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to see some rare action. He's going to get minutes. It looks like Kyle Walker will probably be coming off for him. Calvin Phillips is also stripped to come on, as is Callum Wilson. So we've got Callum Wilson, Trent, Calvin Phillips. I think there might be one more to come on here. I would really love James Maddison to get some minutes in this game. But it looks like it's definitely 2, possibly 3. Yeah, that's Kyle Walker off, Trent on. Yeah, Joe, I don't know. Yeah, let's see if we can trust Trent. I mean, yeah, triple substitution. Kane, Walker, and Rice all off. Trent, Calvin Phillips, and Callum Wilson are on. That makes sense. Smart to take Kane off, give him a rest for the knockout stages. Obviously, no goals in the group stage for Harry Kane. He'll be disappointed with that. Is it a concern? It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. But Callum Wilson getting a good chance. Declan Rice has started all 3 games. He's getting a bit of a rest. Calvin Phillips on for his first action of the tournament. Not played a lot of football this season at all. Been injured at Manchester City. Not been in favour. Only played, I think, 54 minutes of football this season. So some much needed minutes in the tank for him. But yeah, triple substitution from England. And that's Ben Davies. Looks like he's also down with an injury. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. He's being treated. So there's another pause in proceedings here. Looks like Ben Davies may not be able to continue for Wales. But yeah, no, it's great to see Trent get some minutes for England. It's great to see, obviously, Callum Wilson get a run out. It'd be good to see if he can get a goal. And obviously, Calvin Phillips getting some fitness under his belt, because as I said, he's not played a lot of football. Just seeing a replay of Foden's goal there. Yeah, it would be nice to get a couple more goals, maybe 1 more goal, 2 more goals. But yeah, that Rashford free kick was absolutely delightful. But yeah, guys, keep smashing the like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you vote in. There's no point voting in the poll now because the game's done and dusted. You can if you want. And yeah, this is going well for England. You know, chance to rest key players, chance for some of those in the squad to get some much needed minutes under their belt, because you know they never know when they may be called upon. You don't know who's going to get injured. So yeah, that's really good for England so far. And that's Ben Davies off. Another injury blow for Wales. Ben Davies off, and Morel has come on. Davies off, Morel on, and also the Welsh lost Gareth Bale at half-time as well for what must be an injury reason. But yeah, just coming up to the hour mark now, a flurry of changes, and about half an hour to go. England sitting very firmly in the driving seat, and there's no way back for Wales at all. It just remains how many can England get here? Will the changes disrupt England's flow? It remains to be seen. But yeah, guys, let me know. I'm gonna put up a new poll about Harry Kane's lack of goal scoring. I just want you to let me know your thoughts on that one, because no goal for Kane in the group stages, which he'll be disappointed about. But yeah, I want to know your thoughts. Yeah, guys, get involved in the latest poll that I've just put up. Is it a concern that Kane hasn't scored in the group? And there's obviously a typo in there, but yeah, that's meant to be hasn't, not has bitter. So yeah, let me know. Has he scored? Do you think it's a problem that Kane's not scored in the group stage? Senegal today, I disagree. I thought Senegal were very good today. They dug in. They showed great character. They're a tough side to beat. They're physical. They've had 6 different goal scorers in the tournament. And you know, to qualify for the last 16 without their star man Sadio Mane is some achievement, and they're going to be really tough. That's going to be a really tough matchup. Really tough matchup. Henderson, and it's out for a England throw. And Henderson's down there. This is another booking for a Wales player, and that's definitely going to be Aaron Ramsey in the book now. Yeah, he's had a poor game, but he's now booked. Cynical foul there on Henderson. Yeah, I think that's a fair point. You know, like, yeah, I would agree. Like, at the end of the day, yes, you want your star striker and your star man to be scoring, but as long as the team are winning, then I think that doesn't matter too much. But Kane will be annoyed that he's not scored in the group stages at all. He tends to be a bit of a slow starter. I don't think he scored in the group stage of the Euros either. Hopefully, maybe in the knockout phase, he can spring into life. But yeah, you know, he'll be disappointed. But I think from an England perspective, they won't mind too much. You know, going to finish top of the group. That was a real nasty challenge from Aaron Ramsey there, getting Jordan Henderson right on his ankle. I don't know if Hendo's going to continue here. He's up on his feet again. But that was a late one from Ramsey, and Hendo's going to feel that one on his ankle. It's a bit naughty there. But yeah, that's Henderson looking a bit groggy. Henderson's skipper now, Jesus. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So yeah, Trent over the ball here. Just going to play this free kick nice and short for England. Let's see what happens. So yeah, Trent plays that infield. England looking to build up another attack. The game's been quite stop-start with all those substitutions, and obviously Henderson down, Ben Davies going off injured. So yeah, let's hopefully you can get some rhythm back into this game. Let's get a bit of rhythm back into it. But so far, so good. England 2 goals up with just under half an hour of the 90 remaining, and then however much gets added on. And that looks like that's Joe Rodon. Could be. Is that another player down with what looks like with an injury? Oh, he's headed the back of Callum Wilson's head. Yeah, that could be a nasty one. But Joe Rodon is down, and the Welsh medical team are on to see to him. So yeah, there's another pause in play. Just checking if he's got a cut on his head or anything like that. But yeah, another pause in play. I really want to see James Maddison come on in this game. I really hope that Maddison does get some minutes, because otherwise he's not going to, unfortunately, see any minutes in this World Cup, and his form thoroughly deserves minutes. I'd be, yes, bro. What are we saying here? I'd be fuming if I was Well, to be honest, I don't know how annoyed they can be, because Wales are shit. Like, let's be honest, they've done really well. They've done really well to get to the World Cup, to qualify for the World Cup with not very many top quality players. You've got Gareth Bale. People go on about Ramsey, but Ramsey's not been good for years. We've got Ben Davies from Spurs. There's not a lot of quality there. A lot of kind of championship players in there. They just haven't turned up. But the golfing class is just massive, and Wales just can't really compete at this level. I just think all the belief's gone out of them. Those 2 goals in 2 minutes finish them off. But yeah, they just aren't that good a football team. It's as simple as that, really. And it was just great for them to be here. I don't think they really had any chance of getting out of the group. It's as simple as that. They've managed to qualify for a World Cup for the first time since 58 years. And that's a great achievement for him. And it looks like Luke Shaw. Is it Luke Shaw making his way off? Yeah, he is. It's a substitution for England. Luke Shaw coming off. And who's going to replace him? Is he actually going to replace him with Trippier? Is he going to replace him with Trippier? Yeah, he is. So Trippier coming on for Luke Shaw. So a change at left back. Luke Shaw getting some much needed rest as well here. So that's 4 substitutes of the 5 used up for England. I pray that Southgate is just holding back that last sub for James Maddison. It would be fantastic to see Madders, even if it's only 5 minutes. He deserves another cap for England. He deserves to play in a World Cup fixture. So let's see what happens here with that. It would be nice, but I mean, to be fair, I'm not holding my breath on that one. I think it's unlikely that Maddison does come on, but he should hopefully come on. Well, I say hopefully. I hope he does. Connor Roberts here looking to hold off Trent. This is a big moment for Trent because Trent bang out of favour for England. He's not fancied by Southgate at all. This is an opportunity for him to get some minutes and put in a half-decent performance to try and improve his chances. I mean, to be honest, I'll probably say he's got no chance of getting in the team because Southgate obviously prefers Trippier on that side, and Kyle Walker's ahead of him as well. So this for Trent is probably, if I'm being honest, these are going to be Trent's only minutes of the World Cup, which sounds absolutely mad that a world-class player of Trent's ability is going to play 25 minutes in the whole World Cup. But that could only happen to England. It could only happen to England, where you can have a nation where you've got players of that ability who basically just hardly see any minutes. The likes of Phil Foden, I know started and scored tonight, but the likes of Trent, Foden would be starting for most other major nations, but for England, for whatever reason, they don't. And whilst you can argue with it, the results speak for themselves. So it's quite difficult to say they should be included on a results-based situation because England are picking up the results. Whoever seems to be playing. Wales playing around with it at the back here. That's out for an England throw. But yeah, Wales look like they're really struggling here. Wales look like they are struggling. England building from the back. It's gone back to Pickford. Is Pickford going to knock that long? No. England just playing it around at the back now. Maguire on the ball. Out to Trippier. Back to Maguire. And it's to Pickford, and they're going to play it out. England just stroking the ball around at the back. Wales not pressing too much now. They look pretty down and out. Trent with a nice ball inside to Calvin Phillips. That's Calvin Phillips over the top. Rashford in again. In behind the fullback. Rashford cuts inside again. Oh, it's Rashford again. Second goal for Marcus Rashford. Great strike. I think that's taken a deflection though, and Wales are fully dead and buried now. Rashford with his second goal of the evening, third goal of the tournament. Never would have had Rashford down to have 3 goals in 3 group stage games before the tournament started, that's for sure. But obviously in football, you just never know what's going to happen. And Marcus Rashford is England's top goal scorer at the World Cup so far. I think this is a real nice ball over the top from Calvin Phillips. Rashford is onside. The Wales line just haven't got up quick enough. It's over the top. I think this is deflected, though. Whether it's going to go down as an own goal or not, Rashford cuts inside. I just think it's poor from the goalkeeper. I'd need to see a different angle. This will be the angle that will tell. Yeah, it's just gone straight through the keeper's legs. It's a good strike, but that's poor from the keeper. Really poor from the keeper. He's got that horribly wrong. And there's 3-0 England. 2 for Rashford, but terrible goalkeeping from Danny Ward there. Terrible keeping. But yeah, 3-0 England, and England are now home. They're hosed and dry. Home and dry. So I don't know why I said hosed and dry there. But yeah, guys, keep voting in the poll. And yeah, 3-0 to England. Nice, comfortable evening for England here. And surely now this means that James Maddison will come on. The game's done and dusted at 3-0. Come on, Gareth, give him 20 minutes. You know, he deserves to have this time. Come on, let's get it on. Yeah, Hakeem. I don't think it's a concern. Look, he's still contributing with assists and stuff, and he's still obviously important. But I suppose it's never ideal when your striker hasn't scored in the group stage, your main man. But ultimately, England are scoring. England are winning football matches. So I think Kane's lack of goals isn't a problem. It would be far more of a problem if England obviously weren't winning, or So yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, agreed. I know Kane likes to drop deep, but we should really just and he can be a good link up player, and he's got good range of passing. And Wells into the box here, pull back cleared. He's got a good range of passing on him. But yeah, I do agree. Sometimes you just want Harry Kane to stay in the box, and just do what you're best at, and that's putting the ball in the back of the net. All this dropping deep. And I can understand it's frustrating if you're isolated up top, you want to come towards the ball, but you just want to be in the right place at the right time. And maybe Kane needs to be spending more time in the penalty box. I mean, I'm not telling Kane what to do with his game, but I think it would be more beneficial, per se, for him to spend more time in the box rather than constantly dropping deep. But yeah, the fact he's still assisting and he's still contributing, even though he's not scoring, and England are going to come top of this group. So I don't think you can complain too much about it, really, if we're being honest with ourselves. Yeah, Daniel agreed. It would be nice to get another goal. It would be really nice to get another goal. We're into the final 20 minutes now. A fourth or even a fifth would be fantastic. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. England coming again. Rashford on a hat-trick. Oh, he just couldn't apply the finishing touch. Rashford almost in for a hat-trick there. He's been absolutely superb tonight. Absolutely superb. Yeah, and that's a comfortable save for Ward there. And it's out for an England corner. Can they get... Yeah, to be fair, I was one of those people kind of doubting Rashford's or questioning Rashford's inclusion in the squad. I didn't think he'd had that good... He had an okay season for United, but like nothing unbelievable, but I think he got in the squad because of his decentish start to the season, the fact that he's been with England at major tournaments before, and now he's kind of found a purple patch for England. And 3 goals in 3 games in the group, confidence will be sky high. And Southgate's got big decisions to make ahead of the last 16 clash against Senegal, because there's no reason for me to recall Raheem Sterling to the lineup. But then you've also got Bukayo Saka, who's in good form, but you want to play Phil Foden as well. So there are some big decisions for Southgate to make. And I hope he does think long and hard about them and doesn't just revert to type for the knockout game against Senegal. Because I think, players have got to play on form. And I think Marcus Rashford fully deserves to start that game in the knockouts in the last 16 against Senegal. He fully deserves to start that match ahead of Raheem Sterling. Phil Foden, I'd like to see start that game as well, but then it's harsh to drop Bukayo Saka. So there's a lot of decisions that have got to be made, and it's a great headache to have. But there are some real tough calls to make, some real tough calls. But in terms of tonight, yeah, it's clear that Marcus Rashford will be man of the match, certainly. 2 great goals. Well, 1 great goal and then another poor piece of goalkeeping, but some good work anyway to get into that shooting position from him. But yeah, Wales dead and buried. They're finished. They are absolutely done. And they'll be on the next plane home. But yeah, can England push on for 1 or possibly 2 more goals in the remaining 15 or so minutes? And are they going to actually use their 5th sub? I think Southgate should. And I think Maddison should see some minutes, because he's not going to see minutes any other time in this tournament, and he 100% deserves to see minutes. It would be nice to see Conor Gallagher from a Chelsea perspective as well, but for me, it's got to be James Maddison to get some minutes. Let's have a look at this, Hakeem. Pickford, Walker, Maguire, Stones, Shaw, Rice, Bellingham, Foden, Rashford, Kane, Saka. Yeah, that's what I'd go with. I fully agree with you on that front, but I just can't see Southgate going with it. But I do agree that should be the team for Senegal for sure, 100%. Let's see what's happening here. It's out for a throw-in. Doesn't seem to be too much going on at the moment. We're into the final 15 minutes now. Guys, keep smashing the likes on the stream. There's going to be no James Maddison. Disappointing. Jack Grealish, who I'm a massive fan of, is now coming on for the last 15 minutes. And Marcus Rashford, man of the match, 2 goals. England's star man today is making his way off the pitch. So Jack Grealish is going to see the last 15 minutes plus added time in this game. And let's see what he can do. But yeah, outstanding from Marcus Rashford tonight. I am disappointed that that Maddison is not going to see any minutes in this game. But you know, it is what it is. Grealish is on, and let's see what he can do. Let's see what England can do in this last 15 minutes. It would be nice to get another goal. So far, 9 goals in the group stage for England, 6 against Iran and 3 and counting against Wales. In terms of the USA and Iran game, that is still 1-0 to the US. So that is finely poised at the moment. An equaliser for Iran does send the US out. This is must win for the US. So Iran equalise and they are through on 4 points. So, you know, things are still very, very tense in that game. Let's see what England can do now. It'd be nice to see Callum Wilson get on the score sheet. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen in these last remaining minutes of the match. What we got here? Yeah, guys, let's try and get this stream to 10 likes. We're on 8 at the moment. 10 is not many likes at all. So let's get this up to 10 likes. 2 more likes needed, guys. So you've got to smash that like button. Please do smash the likes. Dan James is off for Wales and Harry Wilson is on. Let's get those likes up to 10. We're only on 8 at the moment, so we can do better than this, guys. So get those likes up if you've not smashed that like button already. And as I said, please make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We passed 2,000 subscribers last night. England are in here. Oh, and it's saved from Ward of follow-up. Oh, God, how has that stayed out? That's Foden couldn't quite put that away. Yep, Dan, you are correct. I do need to change the score. That kind of slipped my mind whilst I was getting excited about the goals going in. Oh, that's Foden there. Couldn't quite finish it. Bellingham with an opportunity, deflected, saved. Couldn't quite apply the finishing touches. But England not far away from a 4th goal there. Score is now changed and up to date. But that'll be a corner for England. No, it won't be a corner at all. Wales with a goal kick then. Approaching the final 10 minutes of action. I mean, Wales looking for what would be very much be a consolation goal. They've scored 1 goal at the tournament, and that was a Gareth Bale penalty in the opening game against the US. So let's see if they can add anything else. Let's see what they can add. But yeah, no, Wales have been really disappointing. I mean, I wasn't expecting much from them, but yeah, it's been a bit of a pathetic performance from Wales. If we're being totally honest with ourselves, they've had one attempt on target in the whole game. That just about sums up their performance. Yeah, agreed, Daniel. I hope we do keep the clean sheet as well. Let's have a look at this Chelsea perspective here. Koulibaly needs to play in a back 4 or in the middle of a back 3. Can't play as a left or right. I think he can, but he just looks a little bit exposed there at the moment. I think he can certainly learn those positions, but you know, he definitely looks more comfortable in that back 4. But you know, I think he can be a good player in a back 3. But whilst Thiago Silva's here and we're playing a 3, Koulibaly's not going to play centrally. I think once Silva moves on, if we stick with a 3, then Koulibaly will probably play centrally. But I think once Silva moves on, we will probably look to revert to a 4. Although it depends who we sign. If we sign Gvardiol as well, then maybe we are going to stick with a 3. I'm not too sure what the plans are going forward, but I do think I would like to see us go with a 4 more. Koulibaly, Fofana, Koulibaly, Gavardiol, Koulibaly, Chalobah. You know, there's great options there. Levi Colwill potentially coming back if he can force his way in. We've got some really good defensive options at the club, even though we're letting in goals left, right, and centre at the moment and not winning any football matches. I think the future is bright at Chelsea. We've just got to be patient. Yeah, looking forward to the Premier League coming back. It is obviously a nice break from Chelsea because we've been so poor. But 6 weeks on. Better than that. So, I mean, yeah, game against Bournemouth on the 27th and Kunku deal pretty much done. Could be announced as early as next month. So, yeah, things are gathering pace off the field in terms of recruitment for January, getting deals put in place for next summer as well. So there's some exciting times ahead for Chelsea. And once the games restart in the Premier League, the action is coming thick and fast for the Blues. Games against City, we've got the FA Cup starting as well. Champions League resumes against Borussia Dortmund. There's so much to come. So yeah, loads and loads of content on the channel to look forward to once the World Cup's done. We've got plenty of weeks of the World Cup left. We've got about 5 weeks, maybe 4 weeks of the World Cup left now. So yeah, there's plenty of World Cup left. So yeah, go enjoy the break from the Premier League. But yeah, I will be delighted once the Premier League back and once Chelsea's back because weekends quite honestly aren't the same. But yeah, 10 inside the final 10 minutes now. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. Ball out with Jack Grealish. He's looking to take on his fullback. Cuts back inside. But yeah, a fourth would be nice. And it is. I am disappointed that Maddison's not coming on, but it is what it is. Yep, 100%. I think every single one does. I'm sick of traveling up and down the country week in, week out, and watching us lose. But yeah, hopefully things can improve. The lads did return to training today. So everyone not involved in the World Cup returned to training at Cobham today. Lewis Hall is now also an official member of the Chelsea first team. He's moved from the academy building into the first team building, and yeah, there's a few other academy lads training with the first team at the moment to make up the numbers. Chelsea will obviously fly out to Dubai for some warm weather training in the next week or so, and then they'll play Aston Villa in Abu Dhabi in a friendly on the 11th of December, which I will, depending on what time it is, I don't know what date the 11th of December is, whether it's a weekend or not, I will also do a watch-along for Chelsea versus Villa friendly because, why not? Some Chelsea action, and it would be nice to see the boys in action for sure. But yeah, that's a foul is that a foul by Maguire or is that a foul on Maguire? No, it's a foul by Maguire. Wells with a free kick. Obviously, their main free kick man, Gareth Bale, is off. It's probably a little bit too far out to shoot. Harry Wilson is over. He has got a decent free kick on him. So there is potential for him to try and take this on, but it does look a long way out. It does look a long way out. Okay, so 11th of December is a Sunday, so yeah, I'll definitely do a watch along for England for Chelsea versus Aston Villa in Abu Dhabi. I'll do a watch along for that. Harry Wilson strikes it and it goes straight into the wall. That just about sums up Wales's night. Really does. Terrible effort from Harry Wilson. And Wales still looking. Guys, I'm still looking to get this up to 10 likes. So if you haven't liked it, please do smash the like button. It takes literally seconds to do and does more help than you could imagine. Wales on the attack here. Trent trying to get back. It's a ball into the box. Kiefer Moore. Wales still haven't played it into the box. Looking to work space to get a cross in. Connor Roberts plays it back. Is that a foul? Nope, no foul on the edge of the box for Wales. Oh, Ramsey was almost in there and a shot that's gone over. And that is a goal kick to England. But yeah, 11th of December, Sunday. So yeah, watch along for Chelsea, Aston Villa on that day. So yeah, looking forward to that. But of course, yeah, looking forward to the World Cup. The group stage is culminating. A few games with a lot riding on them. And then next watch along, depending on what time the England game, what time England are playing on Saturday, because I'm going to the boxing at Tottenham, Chisora, Fury versus Chisora 3. I'll be at the boxing there. So depending on whether England's the earlier kickoff or the later kickoff, there may or may not be a watch along. Also, guys, I will put a post on the chat on the page nearer the time, but would you be interested? I know it's nothing to do with football. Would you be interested in a vlog of Tyson Fury Chisora kind of fight night experience? If you are, do let me know in the chat. If you're not, then I won't bother. I was thinking about it. I'm not sure if it's going to would be that interesting or not. But let me know if you'd be interested in a Tyson Fury Derek Chisora kind of fight night vlog. Because I'm going to the boxing on Saturday. So do let me know if that would interest you. England still playing around with it at the back here. Into the final 5 minutes now. It's been a comfortable evening for England. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford, the first a sensational free kick, and Phil Foden on his first start at the World Cup, getting the second goal for England with a tap-in at the back post, following Harry Kane's assist, having Ben Davies has given it away in a really dangerous area. Yeah, I'll. Do you know what? I will vlog the fight. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'll get some sort of action. I'll put something together, and I'll whack it on the channel. Why not? England are still. The US are still in a precarious position. They're 1-0 up against Iran, heading into the final 5 minutes. But if they were to concede, then they would still be through on goal difference because Iran's goal difference is -3. So the US would still be through. So yeah, the US are fully in the driving seat here. Maguire bringing the ball forward. Final 4 minutes to go. Oh, Wales have found themselves in a decent position. It's Kiefer Moore. Nice, sent that miles over. And that again sums up Wales's evening. Just not at the races, not got the required quality. And it hasn't gone well for them. Hasn't gone well for them at all this evening. And they obviously going home, and that shot's miles over from Kiefer Moore. And Wales will just be begging for that final whistle. But yeah, England man of the match is rightly going to be Marcus Rashford. I mean, you never know with man of the matches. They could somehow try and half of the Welsh players are English. What is in play in England, or actually could have played for England as well? I mean, I don't know who is English, but yeah, most of them do play in England. Yeah, definitely. If that's what you mean. But yeah, I think for Gareth Southgate, a job well done. Made 4 changes tonight. He got a reaction in the second half. He's been able to rest key players. So I think pretty much all in all, a perfect evening for Southgate. It couldn't have really gone any better for him. Oh, nice. What ones have you been to? Yeah, I'm hoping to. Hopefully, I'll be at a few more after Christmas. Went to quite a few before Christmas. Hopefully, I'll be at a few more Chelsea games after Christmas and into the new year. Plenty more match day vlogs to come as well. The Newcastle one done really well. Over 20,000 views on that. So that was pretty helped that we lost for the views, but still video did really well. So there should be plenty more match day vlogs coming as well once the Premier League returns. But yeah, Pickford on the ball at the moment inside the last 2 minutes now. Or is that a negative for England there? Is that John Stones down? Slight shake of the head there. Is that an injury for Stones? It's not really any contact there at all. Very minimal contact. Is he up? Yeah, no, he's up. That's fine. I mean, Trent's on the ball now. Back to Pickford again. England just happy to knock this round at the back and wait until the final whistle comes. Although that could still be a while away, depending on how much added on time there's going to be. I don't know how much added time there's going to be, but let's have a look. Oh, I didn't know that, Hakeem. Didn't know that several of the Welsh players could have played for England. Wasn't aware of that. But yeah, into the final minute now. So 89 minutes on the clock. let's wait and see how much time is going to be added. And I think I am slightly behind because I'm watching it on iPlayer. So I'm going to be a few seconds behind, possibly a minute behind the live action. But yeah, this game is just fizzling out to a conclusion. Nothing much has happened. That's a foul on Jack Grealish there as well. Tackled by Ampadu is mistimed. Okay, coming up into the 90 minutes and now up on the clock. I don't know how many minutes have been added on. Just a few seconds remaining, and that's Callum Wilson's got him behind. Has he got any support? No real support at the moment. Trent provides that support, knocks it forward. Wilson. Oh, England's still looking to win it back. It's out to Foden. What can Foden do here? Is that going to be behind for? Is that? Oh, that's out for an England throw. 4 minutes of added time, of which there are 3 remaining. Am I going to do player ratings for this game? I wasn't planning on it. I was more just going to record a 5 things we learnt video and pop that on the channel tomorrow lunchtime. Yeah, I haven't really been doing player ratings for the watch-alongs. I mean, are people interested in player ratings? I mean, do you know what I probably will do? What I'll do is for the knockout games, I will do player ratings for the knockout games. But in these group, oh, how has he missed that? It's just gone over. John Stones with a glaring opportunity at the back post or the near post even. Oh, he should have done better there. He's just got underneath it. Calvin Phillips knocks it on. Stones, it's just tipped over. That's a real opportunity there for Stones to add a 4th for England and just hammer a final nail into the Welsh coffin. But he sent that over. So yeah, no, there'll be no player ratings for this game, Daniel. But what I will do is once we get to the knockout rounds, I will be doing watch-alongs followed by live reaction in those knockout games. Hopefully starting with England-Senegal, depending on what time it's on, because I've got to go to the boxing. So we'll hold fire on that one. But England are about to have secured top spot in Group B. The US are going to join them in the last 16. So there's now 4 teams in the last 16. So Holland and Senegal, followed by England and the USA as the first 4 teams confirmed in the last 16 of the World Cup. I don't think we should be in for Bellingham. He'll like. I mean, Bellingham would be a phenomenal signing. Chelsea are going to match any bid that's put on the table for him, supposedly. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I don't think Chelsea are favourites by any means. And if we don't get in the Champions League, I don't know how much that's going to damage our chances. But I still think, I could see him at Manchester City or I could see him at Real Madrid. I think he'd probably choose either of those 2 teams over us. But never say never. It would be fantastic to get a guy of his quality in. We need much more, and it wouldn't just be him. But I think, in all honesty, we've got far more chance of getting Declan Rice. And I think Benfica coming out reports today saying that Benfica are going to want between 80 and 85 million euros for Enzo Fernandez, who's having a very good World Cup as well. Fantastic midfield player also, I think could be very good for Chelsea, but he's going to have a lot of suitors after him as well. So, guys, inside the final minute of action now, England strolling to a 3-0 win over Wales in the so-called Battle of Britain. Is there still time for a 4th? Is there still time for a 4th? Pinball in the box. It's everywhere, and Wales clear their lines. And the Welsh clear their lines. Yep. I think England played better without Mount. It's hard to tell. I mean, look, Sterling's not played today. Saka's not played today. You've also got to take into account the quality of opposition. The opposition today has been poor. This is the worst. Wales are the worst team in the group quite comfortably. So, yeah, I think it's a bit. I don't think we can say, England are better without Mason Mount because they've beaten Wales. There's definitely a conversation to be had about it, but I don't think we can just come to a conclusion as simple as, oh, England are better without Mount. And that is full time. England running out 3-0 winners against Wales in Group B. They finished the group campaign with 2 wins and a draw, going through on 7 points. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford, the first a sensational free kick, and Phil Foden getting a goal on his first start at this World Cup. See England go run off to a convincing 3-0 win for Wales. The World Cup dream is over. They are home 1 point from their 3 games. And truth be told, this was always going to be tough for them. The gap in quality is huge. Gareth Bale going off at halftime did their hopes no favours at all. And they're going home. England going through along with the US. So England will now face Senegal, and the US will face Holland in the first 2 last 16 ties that have been confirmed. And I believe they will be played on Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure yet on that. I'll have to have a look at some point to fully confirm that. But yeah, England top the group. A great night for Gareth Southgate's boys. Goalless at half time, but then 2 goals in 2 second half minutes put the game to bed, changed it completely. And yeah, that was much better from England. Much better from England. You know, a moment of quality from Marcus Rashford and a lapse of concentration at the back from Wales that gifted England 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes, and the game was put to bed. So yeah, you know, England did well tonight. You know, all you can do is win against what's in front of you. The group stage is done. That's put to bed, and now it almost becomes a separate tournament. But another clean sheet, really good work defensively. Looks good going forwards. The balance looked quite nice as well. And Gareth Southgate has got a lot of big decisions to make, because I personally feel that same front three should start again, or maybe Foden should go into midfield and Bukayo Saka comes back in. So there's a lot of decisions to make ahead of the next game. But yeah, all in all, a really impressive evening's work from England. 3-0 against Wales. I'm not going to do any player ratings. What I will do is I will do player ratings after the watch-alongs for the games in the knockout rounds. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. Apologies for the technical issues earlier. I know it looks much better with the graphics on the screen, but I don't think my computer's got enough RAM to run that software, unfortunately. So I'm going to try and resolve that issue. And yeah, hopefully for further watch-alongs, I will have graphics on the screen as well, so it looks a lot better for you. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for getting involved as always. Smash the likes on the way out. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. 5 things we learned from England versus Wales will drop on the channel tomorrow lunchtime, so make sure you watch out for that one. But yeah, great night for England. Top of Group B. Roll on Saturday against Senegal in the last 16. Take care, guys.